And this is the bottom heat shield. Goes in the bottom, as you can see. 2 of the clamps I already did. Thought I'd show you the other one on camera. It's actually pretty easy. Just a standard hose clamp. Unscrew it. And then, because you don't want to see them, you want to make sure that when you line it up that piece in the back is buried in the back. Then you just feed it through those little notches in there. Slide it all the way down until it gets out. Now normally you wouldn't have the trike in the way. You could probably just start these up. And then these bottom 2 you could slide on, get the top up there and just go over it. But that's not an option in this case. So we're going to slide all 3 over the top. And then underneath the bike, get the screwdriver, underneath where we can hit it. Line this up into it. And then thread it in. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Hopefully we only have to do this once. I'm gonna go ahead and get it on. I'm not gonna crank it down tight. I'm just gonna leave it loose. Because on the other end we still have to figure out how we're gonna extend those pipes out and around and under and out to the exhaust pipes themselves. So I'll get this one on, and then we'll come back and I'll show you what it looks like. Well, we got that heat shield on here. Hopefully you see that. Actually looks pretty damn good. Took the camera off the mount, so it's going to be a little shakier, but you can see a lot more. And again, I only got them finger tight, so that I move it around a little. Now, I did have to take the top one off, because those clamps, they're tight, but they're good. You can still see the back one, hopefully right there. It'll be covered by the top pipe here, but that's the only one I couldn't really hide. You can't see the other ones. I think you can kind of see that one way up in there if you look. But this is the short one. I guess the one thing I didn't show on the other one is we do have some fiberglass on there, to kind of help protect with the heat, because that's going to be almost touching the pipe where it curves. Let's see which way does it go? This way. So this will be up there on it. Oh, I didn't even realize it says Cobra on it. But we'll come back to that and show you out of the plastic. Go ahead and get it all mounted up. Get the shield on. I'm not going to make you sit through that. Again, it's just the hose clamps that go through those 2 little hose clamp holders there, and then that goes around the pipe. But I'll get that mounted up, and then we'll be back. Alright, we got the exhaust headers on, the heat shields, little chrome covers to make it look pretty. We can read the Cobra right there or not. But yeah. So they're on. Typically you'd have the 2 mufflers that just go on and bolt on beside the rear wheel. Well, that's not going to happen here. There's the end of one of the mufflers that would normally go to either one of those. We got to go down and over. And then yeah, we got to figure that part out. Now, in a perfect world, that's about how I'd want them look outside of the body. Put you back on the stand here. And make you motion sick. want to do is somehow mount this kind of in that general vicinity. And then the other one on the other side. I think what I'm going to be doing is they have these mounts. I'm going to get a flat piece of stock steel, go across the top of this bar on the other side. I have this wire here. Yeah, the threads on this bottom bar that hold this on, they're all stripped out. So American Trike sending me another round bar. So in the meantime, I just got it tied up there with some wire I had. I know it looks like crap, but it works. Gets this off the ground. But yeah, we'll take a piece of flat bar. Probably not square. Could even do C-channel. I'll figure that out and I'll show you what I end up with. But we'll go across on the inside here on this bar. 2 bolts that go down through it. And then have it bolt up to this. And then, like I said, that's going to be pretty much right there. That's going to pretty much balance this out. I'm going to go as wide as I can. Probably, I think that's about 3 inches. Put the bolts in there to hold it. Bolt that. And then once they're in there, back a little further. Kind of like that, but underneath. And then once they're in there, then we'll figure out the exhaust. I was actually going to go down and have pipe welded, solid pipe, but talking with a few other people that have done trikes, not American Trike, but they've done other trikes. This moves pretty good. So if I had solid pipe in there, it would stop when it hits the exhaust and probably break the exhaust. So we're going to go with this stuff called flexi pipe. I used to call this temporary fix till you can get your car into the shop, but this is what we're going to have to go with. So it'll basically come out of the exhaust that's already there, kind of down and around over like that a little bit. And then this would fit that one. Now to do the other one, I'm almost going to have to go like this, and then I'll put a little piece of pipe in here, and then another flexi pipe out of that into the muffler. So the muffler would be right here. Yeah. Not the prettiest way I want to go, but it is going to be underneath the body. You're not going to see any of this. Typically, like all the other YouTube videos, you don't see any of this. Nobody shows you any of this. The whole reason I'm actually doing this video, aside from the fact that way 20 years from now I remember what I did, but that way people can actually see what you need to do. Because none of this is on any YouTube video that I could find. No web page, no forum, manufacturers that make and sell these. They don't show you none of this. There are no how-tos or what you should do, or in my case, what not to do. So that's the main reason for these videos. Like I said, aside from me trying to remember what the hell I did 20 years from now. We'll set that aside. While we're here, one other thing I came across. I sent this braided wire from American Trike. It's got this little blue thing in here I thought was like a filter thing. It still might be a filter, I don't know. But with it there, and this is what they sent, it doesn't work with this weight bar. So I'm going to take that blue thing out, just go directly from here right into the caliper. That 2-inch, well, 1.5 inches there, I'll clear the sway bar. Aside from that, I'm actually getting some air. I mean, when I push the brake pedal, I can hear it sucking air. Pretty sure it's this blue thing. Like I said, I thought it was a filter, but yeah, whatever it is, it's gone. It's gone. I bled the brakes, pumped fluid all the way through. I've got the hoses right connected up here to the bleeder valves. Straight fluid in it, there's no air whatsoever. Pump it up, I can hear it suck air. And then I break these off, and I have a little hose that goes into a container of fluid, and there's bubbles. And this is where I hear it sucking air, so we're just going to eliminate that, get rid of it completely. Failing that, if it's still an issue, this whole braided wire that came from American Trike, or a braided hose, brake line, sorry. If I still have issues, I'm just going to replace this. I thought it was a good thing they sent it. We'll see if we can get it to work. If not, we'll just replace the whole thing. Alright, so that's probably all I'm going to do this evening. I got to go get some flat bar and kind of figure out how we're going to do this. And then once I get it kind of mocked up, I'll drill the holes and kind of have it where it's going to work. Then I'll take that part apart and then show you what I came up with. Thank you.